My name is Brendon Payne with the Coastal Academy of Real Estate. And I wanted to continue the conversation today with one of the frequently asked questions that we get from people who are considering getting a real estate license and starting their career, and even from some of the agents who maybe already have had a license for a while but are trying to figure out really how to make some decisions and get jump started. So let's jump into today's first question, which is, how will I know whether or not the company that I choose or one of the companies that I'm interviewing is going to be a good fit for me in my business? And it's really important to ask this question and think through the process, because the reality is, until you get into the business, you may not really know exactly what you need. You may not know really where maybe some of your opportunities are, where you are needing a little bit more help and a little bit more guidance, and you might not know yet where you really excel in the business. So without knowing those details, then you have to look at some other indicators that can give you a good feel for whether or not you're going to be a good fit with the office that you choose, and more importantly, are they going to be set up to get you on the path for success. So the first thing that I would suggest that you really consider is, do you have a clear picture based on the different companies that you're talking with? Do you have a clear picture on, first off, what you want your normal day to look like? And two, what does the normal day look like for an agent that works at company A, B, C, or on down the road? Because if those two things don't match, and you are expecting something different than what you're going to see every day when you are a new licensee, then there's going to be a disconnect there. There's going to be some friction, and you may actually have a tougher time getting started and feeling comfortable that's where you want to be, and that you're going to find success. There are a lot of different ways to generate business and to do buyer and seller transactions, commercial real estate, rentals. There are hundreds and hundreds of ways to do this business, and you want to start with a good match. So what does a normal day look like for the company, the agents in the company that you're considering? And is that something that you can see yourself doing? Is it a good fit? If it's not, maybe it's time to keep exploring and come up with something that maybe fits a little bit better. The second thing that I think that you need to really be clear on is, have you been given access within that office or within that company? Has the leadership given you access to some people who mirror what your situation is? So a lot of us, when we start out and we are new licensees, we didn't come from a sales background, or maybe we came from a sales background, but it was in a different industry. So it's important to have access and actually find out, if I come on board with this office or this company, are they going to be able to get me with my background up and running? Are they going to be able to get me stabilized? Are they going to be able to give me the coaching and the training that I need in order to be successful? Because if you are a new licensee, but you're going into an office that has people who are the average time that they've been in business is 10 years, those are two completely different scenarios. And someone that's been in business for 8 or 10 years might be getting their business from places that are different than you as a new licensee are going to be able to come in and get going right off the bat. So it's important to understand the folks that you're going to be working with. Do they have some examples of people that you can talk to who maybe were in the same position you are today in the last year or two? Have they brought people on that were new licensees, or maybe people that were stuck in their business a little bit, and have they been able to get them growing their business, which is exactly what you want to do? And then the last one is, does your environment match what you are trying to accomplish? So does your environment match the growth mode that you're in? Because let's face it, if you are a new licensee, you're growing from 0 transactions to whatever your goal is. If you have been in the business for a while and you're trying to figure out, where do I end up? Is this a right fit? Then you might be going from 5 transactions and trying to grow from there. Both situations, you're wanting to find an environment that supports that. So an example there would be, if you are a new licensee and you're needing some training and some coaching in the business, than entering into an office where they don't have a scenario where you've got a lot of support around you. Might not be a great fit because you might need a little bit more one-on-one kind of coaching, and you might need a little bit more one-on-one interaction with people that are very close to you. On the flip side, if you're coming down from another market where you are just now getting your South Carolina license and you understand the sales process, you know how to generate your own business, then you might not need as much one-on-one service, and simply finding a good fit in terms of what they provide will be sufficient for you. So you can see there's a lot of different things to think about, and it's not one answer across the board or one size fits all. You really want to do your homework and make sure that you have the key indicators that are going to show that you can be successful based on what that office has already done with folks like yourself. So hopefully this helps, and keep tuning in for other questions and go through any of the other frequently asked questions. Again, these are things that we get continuously from folks that are considering getting into the business, and so hopefully this helps. Talk to you soon.